In operation since the 1970s, Spotlight is a special unit of the Boston Globe. They choose one story at a time to investigate and spend months gathering facts for that story, so that when they release the story, finally, it is like a sucker punch to the brain. Before this movie, I never read the Boston Globe, never even thought about it. But now, well, it is never too late to start. Spotlight. In my opinion, it's a really important movie. The story follows the Spotlight team of 2001, when Marty Baron replaces Ben Bradley Jr. as the editor-in-chief for the Boston Globe. He requests the Spotlight team focus their efforts on a story about the sexual abuse allegations of a Catholic priest against a minor. The team is initially hesitant, but oblige. The journey to the truth proves to be difficult, but it's one they must endure if they want justice. On a basic level, Spotlight shares space with such films as All the President's Men and State of Play, under the subcategory of journalist cinema. They are the kind of films that are not always, but are oftentimes based on a true story, and help unravel the mystique behind the ideology and method by which journalists go about collecting information to expose a truth that the general public would otherwise deem an impossibility. Many of them, I think, are quite good, but as a few of them have revealed, filmmakers can sometimes be more about making a film that's more shelving the realistic and instead playing the Hollywood card. And by that I mean real people are not portrayed correctly at all, and events or interactions that didn't take place are made up for the sake of really juicy Hollywood material. It's fine if the intention is good, but as we all know, the truth is always far more interesting, and that is why Spotlight works. It's a true story that portrays the truth truthfully, and that benefit is thanks in large part to the efforts of screenwriters Josh Singer and Tom McCarthy, who both, in their own way, have experience with writing the truth. Singer, for instance, wrote for The West Wing, and is responsible for the Fifth Estate screenplay. McCarthy, on the other hand, wrote and directed Win-Win and, more recently, The Cobbler. Neither of those is based on a true story, but they do both delve into what it means to be human, making mistakes, and understanding why certain people make certain choices. All of that is also present in this movie, and the beauty and magic of this film is that because of the people who inhabit this story, I was with the team from the start and had faith they would pursue the story with compassion and honesty. And the ensemble cast, led by Michael Keaton as Walter Robinson, do a really exceptional job at communicating the really complex emotion behind the story the characters are chasing. Beyond that, what makes this film tick with a unique energy is something called Scia To Me. I learned about it in an article in Movie Maker magazine called Scia To Me in the Spotlight. The core idea is that the Scia To Me is the thing in a scene that will leave an audience speechless, and in a dramatic film like this, it's the emotional transaction at the heart of the scene, and if there is no emotional transaction, the scene is sunk. I kept that in the back of my head the entire movie, and it blew me away with how every scene is consistent with that philosophy, and my instinct says, without the Scia To Me, this movie would not punch nearly as hard as it does. From a physical production point of view, everything is pulled off proper, so it is invisible. Everything, from the production design, the cinematography, the editing, and even the costume design, helped me and will help you become immersed in what is going on. None of it is simple, and me being my total filmmaker and nitpicker self, when I can watch a movie and not question why that cut, why that composition, or why not add or remove camera movement, I am so happy as a viewer because I know the filmmakers have thought through everything and they know what story they are telling, and having that knowledge is key to making what Spotlight is, a great movie. If by some chance you are hesitant to watch this because the material is so disturbing, Let me assure you that there are no images that demonstrate the molestations. What we watch is really good reporters do their job and bring to light the tragedies many have endured over the years. It is very sad, but we don't watch any of the molestations, so hopefully that helps. I give Spotlight 5 out of 5 stars. Thank you very much for your time. I wish you an inspiring day.